I must have been looking at the wrong horse in the jump outs with Jane's Angel. I couldn't find it. I couldn't have it. And they're backing it. Hasn't shown much at the races so far in space preparations, but it must have some talent for Mick to be persisting with the Smart Missile filly, and we see her returning at the extended 1425 metres, but she was pushed along and out sprinted, or it's probably a kind of way of saying dropping out in some of those jump outs, but maybe I had the wrong one. I thought Raincutter of those from the Caulfield jump outs recently was the better performer and looked to have more under the bonnet. But come race day, and Vinsky's got the runs on the board, and I think it deserves to be the favourite, $3.20 to $2.80. Turnpike, the debut wasn't too bad at Geelong on the synthetic track. Recent jump out was deep on the course, was asked at Flemington around the bend to pick up, and underriding sort of tackled the winner late in that jump out. So it was okay for a 1400 metre maiden. Nothing brilliant though. Almost out to double figures in some places, the Exchange and others. So these runners coming up for Tobin Brothers, 1425 metres. Here's Be in Command, riderless going in, and with the blindfold on, they're hoping to ride that horse more forward, and Jindovic as well. Jindovic, no doubt, named after the town in Gippsland, beautiful part of the world. Clarick, who was returning from a long spill when it had a run here on Christmas Eve, was very slow under stride and tacked on, and then was out sprinted at the end. And Vinsky, not an easy draw for the favourite. Pushed forward at Kyneton last time. That's maybe what Jared will do. The last time Jared rode this horse at Donald, he went back on it from a wide gate, so not sure what we'll see from Invinsky. So for Tobin Brothers, we're almost set. The railway side of the track for the first time. We've had a couple of short course races for the 3-year-old fillies, and now we've got the maiden 3-year-olds and upwards over the 1425. The gates are full now that Invinsky's joined them, and we're set to go. Couple lunging at the gates, just like Serena tried to anticipate the start, and attendant climbs in. There's the signal from behind. The gates open, they're away. Invinsky was okay from the outside gate at the moment midfield, and Clarick showing speed today. Jumped a lot better than last time here, just like Serena. Jane's Angel and Jindovic are all up there, and then comes Equitation deeper on the track, and the Blue Cap in 5th, followed by Invinsky trying to slot in, but in the 3 wide line for the moment with Raincutter. Be in Command, then Turnpike, who's 3rd last. Getting well back is Vitrace, and back with it Barclay as they head down the back. 1,000 metres left to go. It's Clarick and Equitation. They're going solidly. They head down the side 2.5 lengths now, and just like Serena, and then Jindovic 4th, Jane's Angel 5th. Raincutter just asked to pick up the bridle for a stride or two there, and she's done that now. And then comes the favourite, Invinsky, getting in one off the fence. In Command is with it, and then Turnpike followed by Vitrace, and back last is Barclay to the bend. 500 metres left to go, and Clarick about to turn for Stan Sago. Still travels okay. Equitation with it. Then comes Jindovic, just like Serena. Jane's Angel on the bridle, about to come into the race. Raincutter soared along. To the outside of the track comes the favourite, and Vinsky about to let down off the back of Jane's Angel. But is it travelling any good? They come into the straight with 250 metres left to go. And here is Jindovic. Jindovic pounces on Clarick. Jane's Angel is the one on fresh legs, starting to come down the centre, and then Raincutter picking up. It's Jindovic in front. Jane's Angel stride by stride. Jane's Angel up on the outside. Think it just got there. Jane's Angel by a half head on Jindovic, and they got away from Raincutter, and then came Invinsky in behind 4th from Clarick Turnpike, and then Be in Command. Then there was a break in the field too, just like Serena. The last couple to clock in include Vitrace, and then the last few Equitation, including Barclay, who's clocked in a distance last. Had some good finishes, and Jane's Angel prepared for the 1400 metres, and the Smart Missile filly under Jack Hill just had the nice run in the race and has been able to peel off the leaders and beat Jindovic, who's turned around its debut run, which wasn't hopeless over a much shorter trip and gave plenty of cheek when it hit the front. But Jane's Angel goes on to score 10, 16, 11 Raincutters run third. Fourth, number 2 in Vinsky. 128.56, 128.56. So Jane's Angel. Obviously over a distance almost half of this was outpaced and outsped in those, but coming to the 1400 metres, obviously a clear plan from Mick Price to get this horse straight to a distance that would suit it. And after showing a bit of ability in its first run and then disappointing in its second start, both were in separate campaigns. It comes into its third prep for its third start. Obviously a filly that's had perhaps some issues behind the scenes, but has been able to make it a win in the middle of a three-year-old campaign, three-year-old season. And Jack Hill for Mick Price. Jane's Angel comes back and carrying the Blue Blood Thoroughbred colours, those familiar red colours, gets a narrow win. Jindervik second, Raincutter third. It's 10, 16, 11, short head by 2 1/4, 128.56.